Getting into the film and TV business is hard. It often seems like a closed shop to outsiders without any clear route to employment. Well known for being grueling, competitive and unstable, it's rarely a field of work that's recommended by careers advisors. However, if you're going to do it anyway, you're going to need all the advice you can get. So in this video, we're going to run through a series of resources and tips to help you find a career in the entertainment industry. So here is Set Designer talks about getting work in the art department, but also the wider film and TV industry, and other related creative fields too. Or stuff I wish I was told about 15 years ago. It might have a shorter title when I upload the video. I'm Greg and welcome to the Set Design channel. Firstly, we will mainly be covering the art department and set design within the UK, mainly because that is my background. However, hopefully a lot of this will be relevant to people looking to get into the broader industry. There is a lot to cover and no one person will be able to do all of it. That said, let's get into it.
Film school.
Although a university degree is not 100% required for working in the entertainment industry, it can certainly help. It's not for everyone, but the experience of studying the arts, design or media can be great for getting yourself into a creative space and around creative people. There are a large selection of film, TV and media courses across the UK, all offering different things. Some are more academic and focus on film theory, while some are more vocational and focus on practical training. I'd recommend looking into each course to see which proportion of it is dedicated to technical training over film theory. Try seeking out a course which has connections to the industry and a history of alumni who've gone on to work in their chosen field. These types of courses can be great for learning about filmmaking in general, and they'll give you an overview to the different jobs involved, but they might be limited when it comes to particular departments. So, set design specific courses. If you've already chosen what department you want to go into before you're going to university, you're in luck because there are a number of set design specific courses out there too. This route will give you more of a specific insight into the world of production design, maybe at a slight cost of the broader knowledge of other departments. In these courses you'll learn to conceptualise a space, draw up scenery, make scale models and talk to construction managers. They can be a great way to get into your industry and your chosen department. However, if a university degree is not your thing and you're not aiming to be an art director or a production designer or a set deck, Trainee Schemes. Organisations like Talking Point and Screen Skills both offer trainee schemes for people trying to get into the industry. They offer short courses and careers advice for students as well as those looking to further their careers. There are links in the description below for both of these organisations. Craft training. It's worth remembering that the majority of jobs in the world of set design are actually in the construction, props and model making departments. These departments have their own hierarchies of job roles, which can be found on the website for BECTU, the UK's union for entertainment industry workers. Depending on what kind of work you're interested in, it's worth looking up what skills are required for each job. Check out your local technical college for courses on those things. Carpentry, metalwork, scenic painting, as well as domestic decorating and model making. These are all skills which are always in demand. They're also really useful to have a basic understanding of if you're going to go into art direction, because generally speaking you're going to be managing people doing these things. Similarly, if it's set decoration you're set on, interior design, upholstery, logistics and food prep are all good things to learn about. You're not going to be able to master all of these skills, but being handy at least a couple will help you out a hell of a lot. Learning to draw. For art direction specifically, and anyone looking to get involved in large-scale productions with set builds, being able to draw plans and elevations, or at least being able to read them, is essential. Technical drawing is a transferable skill, and it's always in demand, so it will really pay off to get some training. There are a few ways to go about learning to draw up sets, and before investing into expensive CAD software and courses, I'd recommend taking the time to simply learn the basics of pencil drawing. Having that foundation will help you out no end once you move into the more advanced technical training. What's up, mate? What's going on? If you're looking for good resources for drawing, there are a few really good YouTube channels for this kind of thing. Alfonso Dunn has a great channel with videos covering basic pencil and ink drawing techniques. 30x40 Design Workshop has some on the basis of architectural drawing, and Alvin Drafting has some great advice for traditional drafting techniques. A couple of books worth investing in are Drawing the Line by David McHenry and Alfonso Dunn's own Pen and Ink Drawing, a simple guide. If you go down this route and you feel like you want to go and do drafting full time, you may want to look into industry-specific courses. As well as university courses, there are some skill-specific courses which can help you enter the field. Film Design International is an organisation based in Pinewood who run an 8-week course in art direction and design in film. It's run by industry professionals and allows you to see the workings of a major studio lot in person. It's quite the financial investment, but certainly worth looking into for those who are serious about getting into the industry and working on major motion pictures. Art director Luke Whitlock runs an online video course you can buy on Silk Road. This covers drafting basics using SketchUp and layout. He also has a few little extra goodies you can buy on there that help you out annotating some of those drawings. Once you've grasped the basics of technical drawing, you may want to look into CAD software. Computer-aided design allows for quick amendments and also files that can be used for processes such as CNC cutting and 3D printing. SketchUp is a great introduction to the world of CAD. It's very easy to learn and is very widely used in the entertainment industry. It also has a number of rendering plugins available, which can also be exported into Unreal Engine for virtual production applications. That's the stuff out of Mandalorian. Vectorworks is an architectural CAD package with entertainment industry-specific tools and features. It is widely used by art directors, draftspeople, as well as lighting directors on light entertainment and event broadcast. It is, however, quite an investment, and I would not advise someone who is starting out to spend their savings on Vectorworks straight away. Finally, Rhino 3D. It's been growing in popularity in recent years, and it's got versatile modelling features which allow you to create complex and organic shapes. It's priced competitively and really worth looking into. They all have their own official training resources online, either through their own websites or on YouTube. Each package has its pros and cons, and if you'd like to know more about that, I can cover that in a future video. Graphic design! Graphics is a huge part of the art department. Every time you see a computer screen, a magazine cover, or some signage in a movie or TV show, a graphic designer will have had to make that. Basic design skills in software like Illustrator and Photoshop are handy for anyone in the art department, but if this is an avenue you're interested in pursuing full time, take a look at the Graphics Union. Driving! If you're looking to work in the film and TV industry, there's something I can tell you right away, is that most filming locations and studios are a pain to get to on public transport. And you might also land a job that requires you to drive a van. I used to drive vans myself when I used to work in the prop department, and as an art director, I'm often sent to remote locations for recce's and shoots. Being able to drive and having the confidence to do so in a variety of vehicles and in different environments, such as inner cities and busy studio lots, will make you a hell of a lot more employable. It can be a daunting thing to approach, especially without family support. But I can tell you that my driving licence is one of the most valued qualifications. Keep in mind that you may not immediately get the creative roles that you desire, and that transferable skills keep your employability up while you try making a name for yourself. Eventually you'll get to the point where you can hire a chauffeur. Mine's called Hans. Personal management. I hate to break it to everyone, but the business is exactly that. It is a business. Like any other line of work, you're expected to be punctual, organised and professional. Turn up on time, be polite to those around you, and work efficiently. Whether you're managing the art department in the office, supervising mates in a workshop, or overseeing a set build with a construction crew, you'll be expected to keep on top of a whole host of things which will be ongoing throughout the shoot. Networking! It's not what you know, it's who you know, is often the phrase you'll hear about the entertainment industry. And sadly that's at least partially true. Having connections will certainly help you out when you're trying to further your career. This can seem daunting when you're starting your career as an outsider, but there are definitely places you can get started. Facebook and LinkedIn both have groups for people who work in the industry. A great way to start making connections and find employment. Some are more exclusive than others and require a few credits to get into, but over time you'll be able to make yourself a little network of online groups that can keep you in the loop on what's going on. There are industry directories too, and these are really handy for finding out what kind of suppliers are out there. There's the Cage, which is art department specific, and the Knowledge for the broader industry. Remember that networking isn't just about contacting directors, producers, and heads of department. A lot of your most important contacts are going to be your fellow crewmates. These are the people you're going to be working with for years, possibly decades, so do make some healthy working connections along the way, and look after those contacts. Life decisions you're going to have to make. Realistically, the arts and entertainment fields are not known for their reliability, so there are going to be life choices you'll have to make to reliably gain employment. The majority of the work in the industry takes place around a few key cultural hubs in any particular country. These will be major cities around which most of the studios and production bases and theatres are located. In the UK in particular, these cities include Manchester, Cardiff, Bristol, Newcastle, Glasgow, and of course London. It's not absolutely necessary that you move to one of the major cities, but it certainly helps to be within commuting distance of these places. Working hours are another thing you'll have to keep in mind. If you're looking to work on set, for instance, the average shoot day runs from 8 AM through to 7 PM. And then if you think about the commuting time each side of that, you can often be out of the house for 13 hours a day. Job security and financial stability is another factor. The industry goes through booms and busts over time, as well as being quite a seasonal industry in the UK at least. It's certainly a lot busier throughout the summer months as the days are longer and the weather is more reliable. Keep this in mind when you're trying to choose between the passion project or the corporate gig, because you might need that extra cash on a rainy day. At the time of recording, things in the UK have gone a little quiet for a few months after some of the busiest years in decades. So if you're not seeing many job opportunities pop up online at the moment, it's not you. It does go through its sort of busy and quiet periods. So don't worry too much. Finally, the most important thing I want to express, and hopefully this is something to end on a positive note, is that you must find something to do in the arts and entertainment which you love doing. Your career is something that you're going to spend the majority of your life working through, so you may as well make it something that you want to do and enjoy it while you're at it. There are loads of different jobs in art department, set deck, props and construction, so try things out and have a think about what you enjoy doing and maybe try and focus on that. Oof, that was quite a lot. I do hope some of you are still here after all that. So I really hope that you found that useful if you're looking to get into the art department or other departments in the film and TV industry. There are links in the description to the art department and props pages on the Beck2 website. I've also set up a little donation link if you want to throw us a couple of quid in case you found this useful. The link is in the description as well. Lots of links. And again, if you enjoyed it, please leave a like, leave some comments. Any feedback is welcome. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time on the Set Design channel. Bye!